Zlatan, there were a lot of questions about whether you'd come back this season. We talked about just what after the season was over that the Galaxy had, that you had some demands the Galaxy had to meet. How did that go in your mind? And obviously you're back and they met all your demands.
We were talking in front and back, and my priority number one was to stay in Galaxy because I feel I have much more to give to Galaxy and the MLS, the fans around. Because the way I ended the season, the way we ended was not a situation normal for me, because normally where I go I win and I won wherever I went, so, and I didn't succeed with that here. That for me was not okay. I think the fans deserve more than what they got, and they deserve more credit for what they have done to the whole season, and we didn't even make it playoffs, and for me that is something new, because it's catastrophic not to make the chaos. But for me to make the playoff as the 6th position is also catastrophic, because either you're number 1 or you're nothing. You come number 6, you win the playoffs, it means you're the best in the end. But for me, in my eyes, you're not the best. So Atlanta, what they did, they were the only team that did good, because they came, I think they came first on their second, which is also not good, but okay. But you come first regular season, it means you're the best. Then if you win the playoffs, which is some kind of bonus, and you're the best. But to come 6th and then to win is like you slip in on a banana. How do you say it? The skål, we say in Swedish, whatever. And so whatever we came 6 or 7, for me doesn't change. Only difference is you make to the playoffs. And for that saying, for the second upcoming season, I want to feel I have a challenge to, after one season with the Galaxy, I want to feel I have a challenge to win this thing. First season was more about how do I feel, in what level I am, especially after my injury. I didn't play soccer for 1.5 years. But it took me 10 minutes and I showed the world who I was. And I showed them that I'm still there and I'm still alive, and that was important for me. So the first season was more, how do I feel? What am I able to do? Am I able to play like I did before? And it felt good individually. Collective, we were not successful, but this is the second year I get the chance to play second year with the Galaxy, and in the MLS we know each other better. Galaxy made big changes, and that's a sign of a big club, because when they're not successful, when they're not happy, they make changes. And they made big changes. Sorry for the loss of Sigi, because that has nothing to do with football. And yeah, I look forward for the new season, and I'm just waiting to start with the preparation. But I think the vacation was too long. I never had so long break like now, so hopefully I can come back as quick as possible.
Ibra, how has your family and yourself and your dog adjusted to Southern California? Did that have something to do?
The dog is super happy because he gets his food. He has no problems wherever we go, as long as he gets his eggs.
Was that part of why you wanted to come back too, because your family was happy? And
my family, it works like this. Wherever I go, the family comes. I'm not the one that comes here and I stay alone and I focus on my game. Wherever I go, my family comes with me. We have a network, the way we put it up, to feel good outside the field, because I know if they're good outside, I'm good at inside the field. So, and we're used to it, because every second, third year, fourth year, some club, we change clubs. So we have this experience. The only sad about this situation is my kids, when they start to get to know friends and that, we are moving on, and then they need to get to know new people, new friends and that. But this is the first place they get to know more people, friends and that. So, but wherever I go, they would follow. This is, of course, it matters in a decision. They have to have it good. They need to feel good, and we feel good. It's no secret. Life is good here. The ones who doesn't feel good in LA, I think they have a problem. Not the city, not the weather, let's say, because we have it good here.
Your kids must speak a lot of languages.
I mean, they speak. The first language is English, Swedish. I tried to put my parents' language in also, but I cannot find a teacher, so if somebody knows a Yugoslavian teacher, please bring him. And they think they know Italian, but they don't. and French, they know very good. So yeah, they've been around with me, and like I said, the only sad thing is when they get to know people that they have to leave the people behind. But they're young, they're growing, and they get to know new people with time.
Zlatan, the rumors certainly have you now being the highest paid player
Yeah.
in Major League Soccer.
Finally.
Was that the only thing that you were looking
No.
for to come back? Was the coaching changes, the front office reorganization, was that also part of what you wanted to come back?
No, I mean, the circumstances is what it is. I mean, you talk, you want, me want, and we make agreement, and that's it. And I think what I bring to the table, under the condition of last year, I came under special conditions because I came and with these strict rules you have in the US with the MLS, for me it's not important. Those things are only numbers. So last season I was not talking about it, and this season I will not talk about it. So from being the worst paid to best, for me it's the same situation because I still have to perform. And I perform under being the worst paid. So imagine now how I would perform being the best paid. So, and then that's how it is with that, which is not important for me, and it's nothing I choose to talk about. It is what it is, and the important thing is what I bring on the field, and that is what matters. And with the coaching and that, I'm not involved. I'm not involved in those things. My answers has nothing to do with those things. That is the club's decision. They have people who decide that. They have people who looks at that and thinks for the club, thinks about the club. So, but at the same time, like I said, like 3 minutes ago, I want to have a challenge to feel I can win the MLS, and hopefully I can feel I have it this season more than the last season.
Zlatan, what are your goals for this season?
I think to do better than the last season, individually and collective. Obviously, is to win the whole thing, but from day one, not to only fight the last 5 games and to make it the playoffs, because that is like gambling. Let's wait until last 10 games. We need to win only 10 games to make it, because I think this season now we have 7 teams going in the playoffs. But they should have changed it for the last season, so we would be in the playoffs. And individually is to do better than the last season. And last season for me was more like, how does my knee feel? Am I able to do it or not? So it was nothing about the Galaxy or the MLS. It was more me individually, how do I feel? And I said, if I cannot perform like I did before my injury, I don't want to play football anymore. But I felt from the beginning I can do it, and I still feel I can give to the fans, to the club, to my teammates, what I'm able to do. And this season is to do better than the last season. So I'm looking forward, and I feel already better at this stage, let's say in the preparation, than when I did the last season, because it was a little bit complications because of my knee. I needed to work different than that, and so far I'm doing everything without complications, so I'm feeling good.
After a year of being in MLS, what do you feel like this league needs to improve on so it can compete with the best in the world?
I think first of all it's under many rules, so it's very restricted with the rules. To compete with the best of the world, you go to Europe, there is no rules, but at the same time I understand the rules because MLS wants to survive. And in Europe is different way to handle things. And I think every country should have his own philosophy, own tradition, how to do things. But to compete with the really best out there, I think everything starts from the youth. You have an academy, you have a youth that is giving, you give education to the players, base how it works. And I think you start from there. You don't start from the top and you go down. You go from the bottom and you work yourself up. And I think the way they have those things in US is not good enough. They need to change all the education of the coaches, let's say the professors that comes and give the education for the young kids. Because I've been around now, I've been looking different kind of youth academies and that. And I think they work different compared to what they do in Europe. And to take it from the top with the rules, to have quality, you need to bring quality. To play with quality, you need to bring the quality. And here, to bring quality, you cannot do it. Because under the conditions for the rules, you cannot bring the best players from Europe. I mean, I came under special conditions last year. If I would not have the injury, I don't know even if I would be here today. So, there you have to change, but I understand at the same time the rules are there to protect also, and slowly it grows. So it's a lot of things, my friend. I can sit here and talk to you for 5 hours, and still I would need another 5 hours to explain. So. But it's going in the right way. The MLS is willing to progress, to develop, and they really want to make it better, which is already good now. So it sounds like it's not good. It is good though. But to compete with the very best, it's a little gap there.
Every team needs a captain, but also a leader on the field. Would you be that leader for Galaxy this season?
But I've been it already for 1 year, my friend.
I mean, because they need it this season the most.
I think a leader is not chosen. A leader is there because he's a leader. You cannot say to yourself, I will be the leader this season. Either you are or you're not. Same thing with the captain. You have an official captain and you have an unofficial captain. To have the band, it doesn't mean you're the real captain. So it's in every team like that. But leader, you don't choose. You are or you're not.
Oh, so we have time for one more question.
Zlatan, with all those concepts, with all those concepts, taking those concepts to the many changes the Galaxy is doing, what is more important, the talent on the field or the culture that you guys can build in the locker room?
I think in the mix. For me, the coach is as good as the team he has, because if you don't have a good team, it's not easy for the coach to work. I mean, he can do great things, but in the end, it's the talent that will speak for itself also. So it's a combination of everything. So, but I think we have it. We had it last year. Things were new for me. I didn't really know how things works. I mean, one game we lose 5-6-0, the other game we win 3-0, the other game we lose 5-3, the other game we win 4-3. So it was not stable during the season, but this is something I'm more ready for now. I have experience from, so hopefully these results happens as less as possible. So under more control. Please, sir.
Thank you. Merci. If you don't win this year, does it mean you will be coming back next year or the year after? And do you see yourself retiring in LA when you stop playing in 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years maybe? I don't know.
I said I play as long as I can perform, and that's why I probably could sign 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. That is how much Galaxy believe in me. But I said 1 year at a time. For the moment, I feel good. I feel I can give back. I don't want to put the club in a situation where I cannot perform and they have me, and especially under these strict rules. So I say, let's do 1 year at a time. If I feel good, I'll stay and I perform. So you don't need to have me running around and I'm not performing, and the budget is what it is. So 1 year at a time. And especially for you guys, so you have something to talk about, else you will not have nothing to talk about. Especially this corner here, which I see every week in the training ground. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.